Marvel fans are in for a wild ride in 2025 and 2026. Captain America: Brave New World just dropped, and while it wasn't bad, things are only getting better from here. I'm seriously hyped for the big Marvel projects coming our way. So, let's dive into the most anticipated Marvel movies hitting theaters in 2025, 2026, and beyond, both the confirmed ones and fun ones that are in the talks. Thunderbolts, May 2nd, 2025. Julia Louis-Dreyfus's Valentina Allegra de Fontaine has been quietly putting together a team of villains for a secret mission, and now we know it's all been leading up to Thunderbolts. At D23, the lineup was revealed: Red Guardian by David Harbour, John Walker by Wyatt Russell, Ghost by Hannah John Kamen, Taskmaster by Olga Kurylenko, Yelena by Florence Pugh, and Bucky Barnes by Sebastian Stan. The movie is being directed by Papertown's Jake Schreier, and there's a bit of mystery surrounding the title. Marvel added an asterisk, but Kevin Feige won't spill the reason until after the film drops. The first trailer gave us a feel for the movie's vibe, and let's just say the hype is real. The second trailer gave us some juicy details, including who bought Avengers Tower and finally addressed that mysterious asterisk. Then, the third trailer, which dropped during the Super Bowl, had everyone buzzing about what's really going on with Taskmaster. But that wasn't all. The trailer also dropped some pretty exciting details. This year, Marvel seems determined to win back fans and reclaim its long-standing reputation, and the latest Thunderbolts trailer proves it. So let's break down 5 of the biggest takeaways, starting with Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, keeping it real. The trailer kicks off with a chilling scene. New York City is covered in shadows, and people are vanishing into thin air, leaving only their silhouettes behind. Meanwhile, Valentina is seen testifying at a congressional hearing, delivering a cold, hard truth. Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe? One of the people in that hearing? None other than Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. Soon after, Bucky sets off on a mission to track down Yelena Belova, her adoptive father Red Guardian, Ghost, and John Walker. Also, it looks like Valentina Allegra de Fontaine might be stepping into Nick Fury's shoes in the MCU. Back in the day, Fury brought together the Avengers, a powerhouse team of superheroes who, despite their differences, always showed up when the world needed saving. But now, with most of the original crew either gone, retired, or off the grid, Earth is missing its top protectors. That's where Julia Louis-Dreyfus's Valentina comes in. As we see in the latest Thunderbolts trailer, she's taking on a Fury-like role, but with a twist. Instead of superheroes, she's rounding up a squad of misfits, assassins, and former villains for a high-stakes mission. We also saw that the Thunderbolts have dark pasts and no superpowers. The Thunderbolts trailer highlights 2 big things that connect the team, as Yelena points out. First, none of them have actual superpowers. Unlike the Avengers, they don't rely on high-tech armor, godly abilities, or superhuman strength. The closest they get are Bucky's metal arm and Ava's intangibility. Plus, they're not exactly a well-oiled machine. Valentina even calls out their lack of teamwork. Second, they all have dark pasts. Each member carries their own baggage, but Bucky pushes them to focus on changing their future instead of being defined by their mistakes. One of the most emotional moments in the trailer comes from Alexei and Yelena. He tells her that when he looks at her, he doesn't see her mistakes, just the person she is. It's a heartfelt reminder that, despite their flaws, they need each other. Also, there's a chance Thunderbolts might not even be the team's final name. Alexei is the most excited about being part of a squad. He even dreams of them getting their own Wheaties box with collectible figurines. But when he throws out the name Thunderbolts, the team's reaction is underwhelming. Bucky groans and flat out says they can't use that name, making it pretty clear he's not on board. And that mysterious asterisk in the movie's title? It could be hinting that the team's official name might change down the line. Lastly, the big bad of Thunderbolts has finally been revealed. In the first trailer, we meet Lewis Pullman's character Bob, a guy who somehow stays totally chill while getting shot at. But this new trailer confirms that Bob is actually Robert Reynolds, aka the Sentry. Sentry isn't just insanely powerful, he's also got a dark side known as the Void, a deadly alter ego that's just as strong but way more dangerous. And judging by what we see in the trailer, him casually shoving a helicopter out of the way, ripping off Bucky's arm, and launching him through a window, the Thunderbolts are in for a serious fight trying to stop him. Fantastic Four, July 25th, 2025. Phase 6 is kicking off with the Fantastic Four First Steps, and it's not your typical origin story. Kevin Feige has already confirmed that when we meet Mr. Fantastic, he'll already have his powers. Originally, John Watts was set to direct but left to work on a Star Wars project. WandaVision's Matt Shakman officially took over, as announced at D23. The cast is stacked. Pedro Pascal is playing Reed Richards, with Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Eben Moss-Bachrach as The Thing. The lineup has expanded recently, adding Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer and Ralph Ineson as Galactus. John Malkovich, Paul Walter Hauser, and Natasha Lyonne have also joined, though their roles are still under wraps. The first trailer is out, showing off the movie's retro-futuristic vibe. The team is already powered up and dealing with the massive threat of Galactus, who looms over them, literally. The official synopsis confirms that Marvel's first family will be battling to save Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer, before the planet gets devoured. The retro-futurism aesthetic is such a fresh take, and it already makes this movie stand out visually. That shot of the Thing through the window really does hit different, so much emotion packed into a single frame. And Johnny Storm flaming on with the little details like dirt in the camera? Beautiful. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm is a perfect choice, and it's great to see her stepping into that leadership role. Galactus actually being done right in live action is huge. After the Cloud fiasco in Rise of the Silver Surfer, we deserve a proper cosmic threat. The score giving off classic superhero vibes is just the cherry on top. Now, if they can just stick the landing with the story, this could be the Fantastic Four movie we've been waiting for. And this isn't a one-and-done deal. Feige has made it clear that we'll be seeing the Fantastic Four in future Avengers movies too. Avengers Doomsday, May 1st, 2026. Avengers 5, now titled Avengers Doomsday, is set to be directed by the Russo brothers and will see Robert Downey Jr.'s return to the MCU. However, he isn't Tony Stark this time around. Instead, Downey Jr. will be playing Doctor Doom. A major new update has revealed when Avengers Doomsday will begin filming. Since Avengers Endgame in Phase 3, the MCU has been without an Avengers film. However, Phase 6 is set to change that with Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, marking the cinematic chapters of the multiverse saga. According to a new report from The Wrap, principal photography for Avengers Doomsday is scheduled to start in March in England. The Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony, are set to direct both Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, with veteran MCU screenwriter Stephen McFeely penning the scripts for both films. With filming set to begin, it confirms that the Avengers Doomsday script is complete and has been approved by Marvel Studios. While there's no official word on the status of Avengers Secret Wars, it's likely that its script is also nearing completion. Additionally, the approaching production start means casting announcements are imminent. So far, Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom, while the cast of the Fantastic Four First Steps may also be involved. Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange is another likely addition, but official confirmations are still pending. Spider-Man 4, July 2026. After plenty of buzz about it, we finally know when Spider-Man is swinging back to theaters. Tom Holland's web slinger will return in July 2026, with Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton officially set to direct. Production kicks off in 2025, but aside from Holland, the rest of the cast is still a mystery. Holland confirmed that work on Spider-Man 4 has officially begun, with filming set for summer 2025. However, Zendaya isn't attached to the project yet, leaving fans to wonder if we've seen the last of MJ. This rumor is making the rounds, and while it's not officially confirmed, it's coming from a solid source, so take it with a grain of salt but also a little excitement. Spider-Man 4 is reportedly introducing a new love interest, and Black Cat seems to be the frontrunner. Honestly, this makes total sense because we've already had MJ and Gwen Stacy, yet somehow got a multiversal Gwen romance before a proper Black Cat storyline. It's about time. Plus, with MJ forgetting Peter at the end of No Way Home, it wouldn't make much sense to undo that just to put them back together. Zendaya might still be in Spider-Man 4, but probably not as a major love interest. That chapter feels closed. As for who should play Black Cat, a lot of fans are throwing around Sydney Sweeney's name, since she pretty much looks like the character. Madeline Klein is another solid choice. Either way, whoever they cast, this could be an exciting and fresh direction for the franchise. Avengers Secret Wars, May 7th, 2027. Avengers Secret Wars is shaping up to be a massive event with sky-high expectations. The title comes from two major comic storylines, one from the 80s, where heroes and villains were thrown into Battleworld by the Beyonder, and another from 2015, which saw the main Marvel Universe collide with the Ultimate Universe due to an incursion, with Doctor Doom playing a huge role. Given that Doctor Strange 2 already introduced incursions and this is the multiverse saga, it looks like the 2015 version will be the main inspiration. Originally, Secret Wars was set to release just a few months after Avengers 5, but both films have since been delayed. Now for the fun part, speculating about what's next. While these projects haven't been officially placed in phases 5 or 6, industry reports and insider leaks suggest they're in the works. We just don't know when they'll drop yet. Black Panther 3. After tons of fan speculation and rumors, Black Panther 3 is officially on the way, according to the talks. There aren't many details yet, but we do know Denzel Washington is set to star, and director Ryan Coogler is working on a role for him. As for who Denzel might play, one strong possibility is Morlun. While some have suggested he could take on Norman Osborn, Morlun seems like a solid fit. In the comics, Morlun is part of the Inheritors and is known for hunting down Spider-Man variants across the multiverse. His goal is to consume all totems, which usually means Spider-Man, except Black Panther is also a Panther totem, which could be how Morlun ties into the MCU. Morlun is a powerful, relentless force. Think Terminator but vampiric, and won't stop until his mission is done. Denzel has played intense, unstoppable characters before, so this would be right in his wheelhouse. In Black Panther 3, Morlun could even be brought in by Wakanda's crocodile cult to target Shuri, just like in the comics. Another possibility is Bashenga, a legendary figure in Black Panther's history. If Denzel takes on a one-off role, playing Bashenga would be a perfect fit. We already got a glimpse of the character in Black Panther during the montage about Wakanda's past. Bashenga was the first Black Panther, the original protector of Wakanda, and honestly, a younger Denzel would have made an amazing T'Challa. There's also a deep real-world connection here. Washington played a key role in Chadwick Boseman's journey, helping pay for his summer acting classes early on. In 2019, Boseman even said, "There is no Black Panther without Denzel Washington," while honoring him at the AFI Life Achievement Award ceremony. Having Washington appear in the ancestral plane to guide Shuri in T'Challa's absence would be a powerful and emotional tribute. Finally, there's Achibi, a wild and unpredictable Black Panther villain who could be a perfect fit for Denzel. Inspired in part by DC's Joker, Achibi is completely unhinged. He's both a physical and intellectual threat to Black Panther. At one point, he even takes over Wakanda with the help of Mephisto, but after losing power, he spirals into madness and starts talking to a hand puppet. This kind of chaotic character would let Denzel really show off his range. He's played intense, commanding roles before, but Achibi would give him the chance to go all in on a completely unpredictable villain. Plus, this could finally be the way the MCU brings Mephisto into the mix. Rumors suggest Mephisto will debut in Ironheart, and since Riri Williams was introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, there's a natural connection that could lead into Black Panther 3. Blade. Blade has been a long time coming. It was originally set for Marvel Phase 5, then pushed to Phase 6, and now it's off the schedule entirely. Kevin Feige announced Mahershala Ali as the new Blade back in 2019, and he even had a brief voice cameo in Eternals' post-credit scene. The Ebony Blade, which appeared in Eternals, is expected to be in the movie. Things took a hit when director Basim Tariq stepped down right before filming was set to begin, though he's still on board as an executive producer. The script has gone through multiple rewrites, with Michael Starbury working on it first, then True Detective's Nick Pizzolatto stepping in. On the bright side, horror icon Mia Goth has joined the cast. On the flip side, industry insider Daniel Richtman reports Marvel is now looking for another way to introduce Mahershala Ali's Vampire Hunter into the MCU, likely alongside some familiar faces. For those unfamiliar, Midnight Suns in the comics is a team of supernatural and darker-toned heroes, basically a grittier, mystical take on the Avengers. Rumors about this project picked up steam after Marvel released Werewolf by Night in 2022, teasing the supernatural side of the MCU. While Marvel and Kevin Feige haven't confirmed anything, Moon Knight star Oscar Isaac has hinted that his character has a strong chance of being part of the team. And if the movie does happen, there's a real shot that Werewolf by Night director and composer Michael Giacchino could be the one to bring it all together. X-Men. The upcoming X-Men movie is still in its early stages, but it's definitely one of Marvel's most anticipated projects. It could be years away, but work has officially begun. According to Deadline, Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes writer Michael Leslie is in talks to write the script. No casting has been announced yet, but we're expecting an entirely new lineup of mutants. The MCU has already teased their arrival with Ms. Marvel's mutant reveal, a Wolverine Easter egg in She-Hulk, and of course, Logan's return in Deadpool and Wolverine. After Captain America: Brave New World, producer Nate Moore said plans for the X-Men are in motion but still fluid. At the Disney APAC Content Showcase in Singapore, Kevin Feige appeared via video to tease the future of the MCU, including the X-Men. While he didn't share any specific details about the reboot, he hinted that some familiar mutants could appear before the multiverse saga ends, leading into what he called the Age of Mutants. He said, "I think you will see that continues in our next few movies with some X-Men players that you might recognize. Right after that, the whole story of Secret Wars really leads us into a new age of mutants and of the X-Men. Again, it's one of those dreams come true. We finally have the X-Men back." Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because more updates are coming on this and other exciting upcoming movies and series. We'll see you next time.